I'm here with Janet, who is the president of the Rotary Club of Chilliwack, and she's had this heat pump installed for about how long now?
About a year and a half.
Okay. And how has it done over that time for you?
Amazing. Mainly because it not only provides heat, and I've never ever had air conditioning before, and it provides air conditioning. And the timing was perfect because of the high temperatures we had in both the summers. So it's been wonderful.
And were you home when it was about minus 15 out a bit ago? How did the heat pump
Yes,
do during that time?
perfect. It was fine. I guess thing to consider is if you have power outage, which we rarely have where I am. I have a backup of gas fireplace. If the power goes out, if you have a backup, which most people do, gas fireplaces in their places, they just use that instead.
And one thing that some people mention is that if the power was to go out, that the furnace, they seem to think that their furnace wouldn't turn off, but a furnace still needs power. The advantage a furnace could have over the heat pump is this will need more power and would require a bigger generator if you were to have a generator to run.
Mm-hmm.
How about noise for the system? What have you noticed as far as you hear it running? What have you noticed?
I never hear it running in the house. The only time I hear it running, if I happen to be on the side of the house.
You just mentioned it did keep up when it was really cold. Usually we try and size them only to a certain amount, and then your fireplace is meant to be your supplemental. But what we've been finding with customers, our estimates seem a bit conservative. It seems to be keeping up even at colder temperatures than we expect, which is nice to see. And yours specifically is able to run as low as minus 30. It won't keep inside your house comfortable like 21 Celsius at minus 30, but it'll still be able to make some heat. And then you've already mentioned the cooling in the summer.
It's great. Yes, I've never had air conditioning because I've never really needed it before. And then when the last two heat domes, the last two summers, was perfect timing for the heat pump because now I had the enjoyment of being comfortable.
Have you had a chance to look at the bills at all and compare it to the cost of operation with the furnace versus the heat pump?
I've had this for about a year and a half, and at the moment I have probably $200-300 credit with Fortis.
Nice. And as far as you can tell, it's not costing any more to heat with electricity versus the gas, as far as you know?
No, electricity bill is about the same. I've saved a lot in Fortis, and the electricity is probably bumped up a little bit, but not huge.
Yeah, that tracks with what we'd kind of expect to see. Like a 80% efficient furnace should be a bit more expensive to run than the heat pump that you have installed here now. So that sounds like it's operating as efficient as it can, which is great.
Good.
Do you have any regrets installing a heat pump up to this point?
No, I wish I would have done it sooner.
Yeah.
Because at that time there was no municipal rebate. Now there is. So I would have saved a few dollars, but no regrets at all.
How was your experience as dealing with us as a company? How did we do?
Great. Just everything you expect in a good business. Answering any questions, on the ball, quick to respond, quick to let you know what you're doing. Couldn't think of anything to improve at all. It was wonderful.
It's great to hear. I'm glad to hear that for sure. Is there anything that you'd like to tell people about heat pumps in particular?
A couple of things. One is do research on your own. Do make sure when you're researching that you get a business that is certified so that you get the rebates, because it's a lot of money to get back. In my case, I think I got $11,000-12,000 back, so that's important.
No, that's great advice, and it's always a good idea. Like you got 3 quotes. No matter what contractor you deal with, it's always a great idea to get 3 quotes. And then I thought I'd mention the Chilliwack has the Rotary Climate Fair coming up as well.
Yes, April 13th and 14th is the second year of our Rotary Climate Fair, where you'll have all sorts of speakers, job fair, vendors that's going to talk about sustainability on all levels: clothing, heat, energy, solar, physicians talking about the health impact, many things. It's free to enter, so come on. It's at the Chilliwack Leisure Sports Center, April 13th and 14th.
Yep, and we'll be there too. Thank you very much, Janet. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.